What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream from Pink Tourmaline. What's up? What's up? We got the new time for Friday. Hopefully, this is working out for everybody. As more people come in, I'll explain kind of why I did it. Not such a big mystery, but obviously 6 p.m. That was the starting time, and I didn't want to keep that, but it's Friday night, and Fridays are, well, in the summer and in the school year, it's kind of my a great night for me to go do something and be social and be out there. And so if I do the live stream and I'm starting at 6 and it goes to like 7:30, it eats into my evenings. And so I was hoping this would be a nice smooth transition and we could do this time instead, and hopefully a lot of people can come. Look, if it's really problematic for people to show up, of course we can go back. But hey, what's up, Jay? Jay was in our chat yesterday, the members chat. What's up, Jay? Good to see you. Hey, Ascending Involution. What's up? What's up? Baby Willow. What's up? What's up? Welcome. Hola. Hola back. What's up, Uzeva from Las Vegas? Oh, you're in Vegas. Living Sun. What's up? That's cool. Do you train MMA by chance? And where, like, how close to the strip do you live? My buddy Justin's out there. He trains it. He's one of the coaches and fighters at Extreme Couture. So I always like to go train when I'm out there at Extreme. Obviously, one of the best MMA gyms in the world. Thanks for what you do. You're welcome. Hello. The truth is out there is back in the house. What's up? 2:02. Dang. So when I'm going at 6, it's 5 a.m. there. What's better for you? I mean, those are both kind of crazy times. I don't think either is ideal where you're at. Wait, 2:02. Hold on. Where is it? 2:02. Where is it? 2:02 a.m. right now. Let's see. So Tokyo, it's 10 o'clock right now. Okay. What? I'm trying to guess where you're at. French Polynesia. Are you somewhere around there? Hey, it's 11 p.m. So 11 this time. Hey, awesome. Okay, Bell App. Good. So this time is working for you. Amazing. It's midnight in Germany. Yeah, that makes sense. Good evening, boss. What's up, Michael Stafford? I'm watching from Mauritius. So Involution, my normal 6 p.m. time would be like 3 a.m. So this is probably better for you. That's awesome. Mauritius. Oh, cool. Never been to Mauritius. Hold on. Let me look that up real quick. I just want to see what it's like. Mauritius. No, not time right now. Yeah, Mauritius. Oh, dang. Mauritius looks really nice. Hold on. Let me show you guys. Check this out. Okay. Wow. Wow, this looks beautiful. I mean, I'm sure there's multiple. What? This looks incredible. That water. Oh, oops. I accidentally clicked on a flight. Well, let's look more of these. What? That's so cool. What is this? Looks like volcanic, something from formed from volcanoes. Wow, this is so nice. That's amazing. Is Mauritius incredible? We're a tiny island in the Indian Ocean. Do you live there? Are you on vacation there? What's going on? This looks unbelievable. UK, 11 p.m. Let's go. Okay, 6:04. I'm in the Northeast. Yes, let's go. Where in the Northeast are you, baby Willow? Howdie Mickoski, guys. It's finally here. He's coming on tomorrow at 10 a.m. PST. We got the interview scheduled for 10 a.m. PST. And then we are going to be posting it later that day because I don't do any editing. I just basically rip it, download it, and post it. That's a Fire Gorn Bros hat. Thank you, dude. And the thumbnail, I didn't even ask it to do it. It changed this, which says Paradise, to Pink Tourmaline. This is so cool. So I was like, oh, I have to wear the hat now because it said it was a Pink Tourmaline hat. But yeah, I mean, it is pink and it is pretty crazy. But thank you, man. Yeah, I've got a ton of Gorn Bros hats. Hey, Greece 105 on my way. Yeah, right. I want to move there. Yeah, it looks insane. It's the 7 colored earth dunes. I live in that small. Oh, you're Mauritian and you're born there. Wow. What's it like living there? What's it like? I mean, obviously, we're only looking at the nice resorts and stuff. I'm sure it's much more than just tourism, but maybe tourism is the driving force behind the economy. What's it like living there? Northeast PA, Pennsylvania. Oh, cool. Hey, there's a UFC fight coming to Pennsylvania, coming to Philly on August 15th. I'm not sure. I don't know if you're a UFC fan, but cool. The force is within you. Let's go. Made it. Sasvad, welcome. Guys, we have Howdie Mickoski on tomorrow. I want to look and see. Oh, what happened here? Hold on. I want to look and see what you guys have posted thus far. 1 second. Let me go to my channel. And we're going to see this here. Here, let's see. Okay, let's check out some of the questions that you guys suggested. Damn, we got so many suggestions. I cannot wait for this interview. It's going to be crazy. Let's talk about the early books too, Falling for Truth. Oh, shoot. I haven't read his early books, Kathy, if you're listening out there. But the life regression, how to remember all the events we need to resolve. Oh, yeah, the recapitulation. Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that. Please ask how we can protect ourselves from matrix attacks, especially disease. Also, could entity attachments cause mental illness, addiction, disease in general? That's going to be a great question for when I have those QH quantum healers on. Christian Turia, how do you go about integrating, dissolving program thoughts, feelings, and conscious patterns? This also sounds like a quantum healing question. Many people in the space appear afraid of dissolution of self or unification with source. Why do you think that is? And how do you view the importance of relinquishing attachments versus realizing true nature? Interesting. Great questions. If a soul successfully avoids the reincarnation trap and it doesn't get stuck in the illusory intermediate heavens, where exactly does it end up? I know this is a big question. Yeah, that's a really good one because that's one I want to ask Howdie as well. Can't wait for Howdie interview. Is fascinating insight. I know it's awesome. We're surrounded by beautiful beaches. Weather's like summer all year, all around almost. Man, that's legendary. That's cool. Yeah, it looks like an amazing place to live from the pictures. If our lives are planned out, what does that mean about our free will? Yeah, I need to ask him about that too. That's a really good question because I've been grappling with that myself. I feel like it's an illusion that our lives are planned out. That's where I'm at right now. It doesn't make sense that everything can be planned because it just seems more programmed than planned. I know that I can go outside and just start like doing crazy stuff. I just choose not to, maybe because it's programmed within me, right? So I think that this idea that free will, I think that's I don't know. I think that's a manipulation that, we're just, whatever we do, that's what we were planned to do. Like I just don't buy it. I don't know. And who knows about the butterfly effect anyways? I mean, but the butterfly effect seems to tell me that, yeah, these little modifications and things like that can have these massive changes. Although it could be that the mathematics on the higher level, when they're looking out from in, it's actually much easier to predict things and lay out plans. Like basically with our mathematics and our predictive abilities, it might seem so chaotic. This idea of butterfly effect or chaos theory, it might seem so chaotic, but from a different vantage point or from a different dimension, it may seem very obvious how things are going to unfold for the most part. What is the best way for us characters in the dream to open up communication with awareness, the dreamer? Okay. Oof, that's a deep question. Some argue that no one using near-death experiences, OBs, or remote viewing can ever truly look outside the matrix. Is everything we think or know about outside ultimately just another interpretation generated from within? That's a good question. How do you keep from being magnetized into the light? All right, I won't read all these, but we got some really good questions here. Hey, we got a new member, Michael Stafford. Welcome to the membership. Hey, maybe you can join us next time we have a chat. Actually, what was it? I think that Jay and Maria, who both joined on our chat, they said that which was a great compliment, I felt like, and something that made me really happy. They said that they weren't members of other channels really, and they weren't people that usually sign up. So that made me feel really good that they believe in what's happening here and want to become a member and support the channel. So that's so cool. And now welcome Michael, everybody, to the membership. Yes, negative entities, attachments. I've suffered with this a lot since I was a child. Everything is mine. That's why it's so weird here and after. Ask him if he has reviewed any of the intuitive underground remote viewing data. Yeah, that's. Hey, recognize this. Can you put this on the add it to this post so you can find this post on Pink Tourmaline and add it, because I'm basically going to compile all those questions there into questions for Howdie. Dolores Cannon's regressions are interesting, especially when some supposedly alien being said something along the lines shoot, they figured out how they can tap off their dream reality with hypnosis. Wait, they figure out how they can tap off their dream reality with hypnosis. Tap off. What do you mean tap off exactly? Vasilis Carvelis. This channel is the reason I went premium. Let's go, Michael Stafford. Awesome. Okay, well, glad to hear it. Hypnosis, and they wanted to cancel each other. They wanted to cancel each other and what they have to say. Wait. Hold on. Dolores Cannon's regressions are interesting, especially when some supposedly alien being said something along the lines of they figured out how they can tap off their dream reality with maybe turn off their dream reality with hypnosis, and they wanted to cancel each other on what they have to say. I'm not totally sure I'm following you, but I think what you're saying is they realize that we can use hypnosis to phase out of the dream reality or phase out of the simulation, I think is what you're saying. I mentioned that because Howdie has shown videos discussing this at length. It's very interesting. Oh, negative attachments. Again, Bellap, can you put this on the post? Because that's where I'm basically that's what I'm gonna reference to, when I'm asking him all the questions from listeners and subscribers. Shadow beings are real, and they came to me in my room in 2016. I forced them to leave with my mind. Oh, that's crazy. That's wild. I want to show you guys something else. There's other big news. I think I put it in the description, so it may not be a surprise here. But there's other big news. Here we go. Okay. Now, not only do I have the interview on Saturday, but I have another crazy interview on Sunday. Now, do you guys remember this video on my channel? So this woman, thank you, Betty Guadagno, she had an NDE. She had a really hard life. I believe she was like kind of, her parents died when she was young. She was an orphan. She got into prostitution, drug addiction, all sorts of horrible, horrible stuff, was abused, like terrible, terrible things. And then she died from, I think, like this drug overdose, and she had this crazy NDE. And I talked about her NDE. Just so you guys remember, this is what a little excerpt of her NDE.
While I was in my life review, I started to hear my father, who had been dead by suicide for 11 years at that point in time. I started to hear him chanting out to me, and he was saying, "You are worthy of all the love in the universe. You are worthy of all the love in the universe." And he just kept saying it over and over and over again. And I didn't believe those words, but I trusted his voice. And so I started to follow him into the light of the experience. And it kind of felt like in Star Trek when they like beam you up, it just felt like I kind of like noticed that there was a light, and then all of a sudden I was dissipated into the light. And that feeling was way different than my life review. It was like, a lot of near-death experiencers say that they don't have human words to convey what it's like, but it felt like a trillion orgasms on top of every one of the trillions of cells inside of your body. It was like the most ecstatic, blissed out feeling that you could ever imagine. It was a sense of reunion came through, joy, and then there was peace and serenity. And it just truly felt like home. Not home like where all your stuff is, but like an eternal, etheric home that is imprinted inside of me. And I just never had access to it before.
Actually, she said some really interesting things there that I didn't catch the first time I watched that clip. Anyways, my point in showing you that is this is who I'm going to be talking to. And from her take, though, of her NDE, she thinks that she's been brought back and her purpose is now to be a part of this great awakening. And she's here to spread the word that there's all this amazing unity and stuff like that in the afterlife. And obviously, I think people on my channel would think that, well, you definitely experienced all that, but there was a lot of manipulation in what you experienced and saw. You were love bombed. It wasn't just this amazing feeling of being home. It was actually manipulative emotions that were sort of like beamed into you, or as the quantum healers would say, it was your own self-love reflected back at you. So something within you that was reflected back onto you, and you thought it was external, but it was really internal. Anyways, this interview, guys, we're getting lots of interviews now. This interview is actually happening on Sunday. So I got an interview Saturday, an interview Sunday, interview Monday. Now, this one is pretty cool because I think her assistant saw my video and said that she wants to come on the channel. And I'm sure she saw exactly. And as you guys know, I'm always trying my absolute best to be very respectful of everybody that I review, whether or not there's certain things I agree or disagree with. And so I was very respectful, but I'm sure that she saw that I have a different interpretation of maybe some of the things she's experienced. Not that I discount what she experienced, but just a different interpretation. This is going to be a really interesting interview because I think it's going to be very cordial. I'm really looking forward to speaking to her, but I want to ask her about some of our thoughts and about the idea of the soul trap and whether or not now she rethinks back on that experience. Could it have been some sort of a manipulation? And I think this is going to be so good because there are many things in her experience that to me are very emblematic of the types of manipulation that is used against us or the types of tactics that are used or deployed. So I cannot wait for this one. This one is happening on Sunday. Sure. Oh, sorry. It's Bella. Sorry. No, I didn't say belated. I was saying Bellap because it says Bella P. But okay. So Bella, I got you. They could figure out what is happening between the waking state and they could figure out what is happening between the waking state. But we are hypnotized program basically. Okay. I used to sense shadow beings when I experienced sleep paralysis. I saw light being on top of me last time. Exactly like a shadow, just out of vision. Since I've been learning more about the soul trap, they have ramped it up, telling me in my mind that I will never escape this realm. Makes me more determined. Yeah, and why would they tell you that if you really could? If you're really good at, what's the point of telling you that, right? It all goes back to this idea that we're way more powerful than we realize, and why else for all the manipulation and the lies and this type of thing, right? Why are you out there being like, yo, dog, you're never going to escape? It's just like in fighting. You don't go up and say, if somebody truly has no chance against you, you just stay silent and you just go. But why all the trash talk? Because they know there's a chance that they could lose. They know that they want to get in their head a little bit and beat them before the fight even begins. Do you realistically think you could resist a trillion orgasms? Yes. Men not able to resist. Just one at a time. True. Yeah, true. That's a good point. I saw her podcast on another channel and I switched off after she said it was her soul contract. Yeah, I heard her say that too, or something with the person that abused her. She said they were in some sort of a soul contract. But again, I think there's still a lot of really good value. I mean, obviously for people in our mindset right now, we listen to her NDE and we're like, oh my God, how could she interpret it this way? But it's not, first of all, everybody's going to interpret things through their own lens and through their own life experiences. And so that's just going to happen. I don't think we should begrudge somebody for having a different interpretation or expectation for what something is or means. But regardless, the things that she remembers, I believe, really did happen. So there's still great information to extract from that whole story that we can then sit down and analyze. That's what I tried to do in the video that I made about her. That's what we're going to do in the interview as well. Is it sus that she has an assistant watching YouTube videos about her? Possibly. Eric Dubé talks about this in his book, Spiritual Stockholm Syndrome. Why is it these beings only give us love vibes after life has ended? Right. So good. right? Why are we in? It's not like we don't. Look, I've said this before too. Somebody actually brought this up as a potential, I don't know, not like an attack, but like maybe like a criticism, but I don't know. I've said it, I'll say it again. I do really I feel like I enjoy my life, and it doesn't mean that I'm oblivious to everything that we're talking about here, but I have said that. And so I'm just I just bring that up to say, like, I look forward to being with my dog, seeing my friends, going on trips. Like, I had a blast on my trips. I love playing pickleball. Like, there's a lot of things. I love cooking. I love eating. I love working out. There's a lot of things that I really enjoy in life. So I'm just saying that you bring that up. Why don't they hit you with all this? I'm not trying to paint a narrative that life is all. There's no redeeming qualities about life. I actually don't. From a personal standpoint, I don't agree with that at all. Anyways, my point is, though, a lot of people do have very difficult lives, and why are they not, as Eric Dubé is saying, why are they not hitting us with this positivity in the midst of our lives when we're going through these struggles, and they wait till after? The counter argument could be, well, you're still in the mix and you have to learn lessons, and we don't want to give it to you. You need to go through that difficulty on your own and whatever. But I think most of us have dismantled that argument that there's some sort of true growth and learning happening here, especially with the memory wipe. It just seems as though it's a useful excuse for putting us through these different circumstances. They had a very strong way of putting it in that quantum healing interview. I'm not going to say the word, it's the R word, but they said that is being done to our souls effectively on this planet. Can't say it because YouTube gets upset. Was just watching a video about people who are in a coma. Where do they go? Are they stuck between here and the astral? Because most can hear everything around them. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty clear that I think it can depend. I think the woman who in the QHHT, the quantum healing woman in that interview yesterday, she had an NDE and they were trying to get her to go to the astral and she didn't. She stayed in her body. So one argument could be you might just stay in your body if you don't want to go anywhere. I think you have the option to leave and go elsewhere. Maybe they try to get you in to the astral and to have an experience that you can then relay to people. But I think it probably depends. It's not a 100% one place or the other that you go. Oh, by the way, I started Morgan Farrell's remote view. Oh, cool. What? You did? Have you been meditating a lot or practicing, or just right out the gate you started and you did pretty well? Sounds like you might have a gift. That's awesome. Vasilis Carvelis, I had countless conversations with my brother on the Soul Trap matter, and always we mentioned our conversations. Why no one asks Soul Trap related questions? And finally, you are man. Good job. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. In your opinion, do you think these people who tell their near-death experience stories are pawns? Would I call them pawns for the archons? I don't like to use the word pawns in that way or put it in that way, but yeah, it's by design. It's intentional. I think that they're given these near-death experiences and then they're told to go back and spread the message, or they're allowed to retain those memories. They don't wipe their memories when they come back. I think a lot of people, they do wipe their memories. So I think it's done intentionally. So they go back and relay this message of, oh, it's just a school and where it's all love and we're all here to learn lessons and everything is working out exactly as it should be. So you basically, which that made a lot of sense to me when it was described as that's a great way to get people to be very passive about everything that's happening on this planet in their lives. Dude, everything is part of the plan. This is literally this, that, the other, the terrible things, the good things, the bad things. And then you just go with the flow and you become extremely submissive. But yeah, I think it's all premeditated, thought out, planned. Baby Willow, that's amazing. Would love to try. Wish you success. Yeah, exactly. Let us know how it continues to go. I do a lot of meditation. I'm on wave 2K. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's helping. Yeah, I think that was my takeaway from the Monroe Institute. To do this stuff, you need to be practicing very regularly. And God, I'm in another slump. I did do a meditation. Remember, I told you guys when I went to dinner, I think I was on Wednesday or Tuesday, that I was going to meditate that day, and I did. And then I missed the last 2 days again. But we're gonna get there. I have no doubt. I'm gonna falter. I do this when I try to build a new habit, and we're gonna get it in daily, consistently, and eventually really, really build it up. So it's very, very important to me. Yeah, bummer as to the fact that it hasn't been super consistent as of yet, but we're gonna get there. Okay, it will come. Yeah, I agree, Bella. I agree. Well, yeah, but you're gonna be hard on yourself every time. It is what it is. Yeah, but you're right. Try not to be too hard, I guess. I need to be a little hard on myself to kind of get myself going. Okay, now the third interview that we got planned this week is with Maria. I don't know if she'll be on the. Do you have to quit coffee to meditate? I think it's better to. I don't think you have to, but I know at Monroe, take it easy. I know at Monroe they wanted us off of coffee, so I think it can mess with your brain waves. I, for the most part, don't drink caffeine. I did yesterday, and small amounts. I did a half calf. But for the most part, I think it's probably better to just have your mind be clear and uninterrupted. But I don't think it's a mandatory thing. In fact, there were people at Monroe that were drinking coffee throughout the program because they said for them, if you have a caffeine addiction, it's better to keep drinking so you don't get headaches and you don't feel terrible. Okay, but hold on. Let me see. As I tell you the third interview, I want to tell you about this person. I want to see if she emailed me any stuff yet because she said she was going to. Oh, okay. I haven't gotten an email yet from Maria, but breaking news, guys. Breaking news. Breaking news. Hold on. Oh my God. I'm not going to read the whole thing aloud, but let me see this. Okay, somebody from Farsight, which is a remote viewing organization, said, enjoy your channel. He said, okay, yeah, he's saying basically that I keep asking him in the chat if he'd come on my channel, and he said he's declining, which is totally cool. No worries. But he said, yes. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm going to tell you, I'm just trying to read through everything. I don't want to read the whole message to you guys. It's. Oh. Okay, so basically what I'll say is basically what I will say is that there's a chance that I might be interviewing Courtney Brown, possibly. And it's still not no way is it a guarantee. No way is it a guarantee, but there's a possibility. And also he's stating that I don't know, because I guess Courtney Brown does a lot less interviews. I reached out to Courtney Brown a while ago, but it was when my channel was like around 100 or 200 subscribers. It was a while back. But I guess now he said he might consider coming on the channel. He's going to try and facilitate that. So we shall see. But that's huge. I've been wanting to interview him for forever. Paul Wells says, morning, evening. What's up? Sean Clayton seems like an interesting guy. Finishing. Hey, Maria, there you are. So this is who I'm interviewing on Monday, Maria Alexandra. She was in our chat on, what was it? Thursday, yesterday. Okay, so she's going to email me stuff, and then I can give you guys more detail on stuff that we'll be talking about. But we're going to be talking about some of her experiences, and she knows a fair amount about Kundalini energy, which is something that I want to talk to her about because that's something that Isabella Green talked about. I don't know a lot about it. I actually ordered a book on it. So hopefully if it comes today or tomorrow, I can try and read it by Monday, and we can have a little bit of a deeper discussion, because I know Tony had a big problem with the Kundalini stuff that Isabella talked about. I don't know enough to say one way or the other, so I thought I'd research it. We could talk about it and just have a bit of a deep dive on that. Are you a dreamer? Can you catch yourself in a dream? Oh, you mean like having a lucid dream? I've been having a lot of really vivid dream. I had the weirdest dream last night. So weird. I'm not even gonna tell you guys because it's kind of, actually flip it. I'll tell you guys. It was so weird. There was a girl that this is really weird. There was a girl that I was dating or on a date with, or just starting to date, and I can't even remember what she looked like. And we were hanging out, and I think we had just eaten. And I don't do this, okay? That's why it's such a weird dream. Like, I never do this in front. I don't like to do this in front of people, period, whether it's family or wherever, regardless of how close I am with them. I'm like, I don't like doing this. And I like passed gas in front of her. I like farted in front of her. And then she goes, "What is that? Did you do that? Or was that your dog or something like that?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, maybe it was." And then I realized I was about to blame it on my dog. And I'm like, no, it was me. It was me. I'm really sorry. I don't know why I just did that. And then she was kind of pissed off at me, rightfully so. She was kind of pissed off. She's like, okay, well, can you please like not do that, because we just ate, we're having this really nice time, and then you do that, and then it really puts a damper on the whole evening and the vibe that we're having and all this stuff. And I was like, you're right, I'm so sorry. And I was so embarrassed. Anyways, that was my dream. This is crazy dream, because it was so crazy. I remember it. But yeah, I do have dreams, and I feel like as I've gotten off the melatonin and the THC and all the stuff that I was using before to help me sleep, I'm remembering my dreams really, really well now. You sent me a very interesting video, Paul. Let me see. Hold on. Paul Wallace. Is this one it? Let me see. Oh, at 2:50 a.m. Hold on. Let me open it right now. You guys laughing at my dream? This is so weird. Hold on. 800. Okay. Oh my God, it's huge. It's 2 hours and 50 minutes, 40 minutes. Okay. I was only asking because a lot of these people who are telling their near-death experiences can easily go to YouTube and compare their stories to others and see that their story is not original. Yeah, but I feel like the fact that they're not original actually gives them validation that it feels more legit. You have to dig deeper to think that, wait a minute, am I act? Because I remember first thinking, how are you getting lied to in the astral? Like, all the lying probably stops here. And then once you get out there, you can detect lies perfectly. You have full knowledge. You're fully connected back to everything. But so I don't know if just looking at other stories would get them to change their mind about what they experience, you know? I love the Paradise Toucan hat. Thank you. I have a ton of these. Like I said, I only wear Gorn Brothers hats. I haven't been wearing my hats as much lately. I used to wear them in all my videos. If you look at my Scalar Learning channel, it's like me wearing all these different types of hats. Courtney Love. What's Courtney Love? Are you talking about what? Oh, like she looks like Courtney Love? Yeah, she kind of does, I guess. Shannon Paul's laughing. You guys are laughing at my dream, I think. A dream. OTH. Hey, what's up, Audi Owly? Are you new to the channel? I logged in at the best moment. Yeah. I almost didn't even want to tell you guys that dream was so weird. The Orphic tablets were such a... I know. Oh, my God. Who was it that mentioned the Orphic tablets? That is so crazy. I'm still tripping out about it. Yeah, that video is still climbing. I mean, it's kind of slowing down, but it's got like 5,000 views and going. Yeah, more people need to look into that and research that. I'd love to have like a Greek historian on here to talk about the Orphic tablets. If he knew way more detail about them, that'd be really interesting. I'm going to see when my book on Kundalini is coming. So it was called The Truth About Kundalini. And it claims that we're not going to sugarcoat it. We're going to give it to you straight. All this type of stuff. Hold on, let me see. Your stuff, orders. Sunday. No, it's not coming till Sunday. All right. Well, I'll try my best to read it all on Sunday, but that's pretty hard. I read Isabella Green's book in one day, but it was not as crazy long. Then I had to just sit in my bed and just like rip through it. Although that was actually harder because I was taking pictures and I'm gonna have to do the same with this book. I'm gonna have to take pictures and probably turn it into a video because that, why not? But I don't know if I'll be able to do it. You have some book recommendations? I have an Audible credit to burn. Yeah, I mean, have you read Transcending the Trap? I would definitely get that one. How do you all think reptilians fit into the Matrix system? How about Bigfoot? Are they all archives? No clue about Bigfoot. It appears as though the reptilians, or maybe not all reptilians, but it appears as though reptilians are some sort of a part of it. They are at least agents within the Matrix, like physical embodiments that are helping to manage the system. But I also think there are humans that are doing that as well too. So there's like different levels, kind of just like a government. You have kind of like even on the planet, we have the people at the very, very top, in the Illuminati or whatever, and then you have the different world governments, and then you have below them government organizations, and below that, you know what I mean? You have your different soldiers and agents that perform various functions. I have no clue about Bigfoot, but reptilians seem to be part of it for sure. I use the wake back to method to lucid dream. I fall asleep, but I've been realizing I'm dreaming. There's methods to get out through the dreams. I love listen to tablet stuff. Great video. Yeah. The Orphic tablet's crazy. This channel definitely has motion. It grew a lot since the last month. Yeah, it has. Actually, I can tell you how much it grew in the last month because it says I gained 1,000 subscribers in the last month, 1.1K. Probably middle management. Yeah, exactly. Definitely believe humans have sold themselves out to them. Yeah, some have. Definitely. Bigfoot is a weird one, some sort of hybrid being. Some say it's an eternal from a different world dimension, possibly. Eternal? You think it's an eternal? Do you think anything in the physical is actually eternal? I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but I feel like by definition, everything in the physical, like the physical is not necessarily going to be around infinitely. It's just only the spirit and the energy. Perhaps they use portals to enter this realm. Yeah, could be. How do you think DMT, what's up, JT? How do you think DMT entities fit into the soul trap matrix code space? Could they be back in AI agents? When you say DMT entities, do you mean like the little elves that people see when they take DMT? But yeah, they certainly could be AI agents, or could be AI agents, could be some sort of spiritual agents, but certainly, to keep things running behind the scenes. First time live. Welcome. Love the channel. Only been watching for 3 weeks, but been binge watching. Hey, welcome to the channel and welcome to your first ever live. How do I say your name? Leotis? The many worlds interpretation say dreams are a glimpse of our lives in other universes. Interesting. Yeah, I could see that. No, I meant ET. That's a typo. Wait, what? Oh, ET from a different world. Yeah. That makes a ton of sense. The ET for being an ET for sure. There's a chap called Mike Martin that has been out of body experience for 35 years. He says there are many levels with many different beings that are also trapped there too. I feel like that guy's on my list. Leo Lotus waves hello. What's up, Leo Lotus? Are you new to the channel? Sorry, I'm yawning, guys. I had really bad sleep last night. I've been so tired all day today. Yo, you guys want to know a funny story? Okay. So yesterday I was playing pickleball at 7:30 at night. And before I went to go play pickleball, I got these got 2 big orders of this thing called Super Bone Broth. It's like really good. It's from this grocery store called Erewhon in LA. And it's loaded with healthy nutrients, ginger, different things that are supposed to support your immune system. And it tastes good. And so I got the 2 drinks and then I headed out the door. Actually, I was drinking it at the dog park. Now it's like a brownish black liquid. Okay. And so I drink them all the time. So I drank one, took it to the dog park. Can't say it with my dog here. And then I came back, dropped my dog off, then took the second one and took it with me to pickleball. I don't know when this happened, okay? But apparently when I was drinking it like up, the liquid came out and got on my nose, and it's like dark brown black. And it got on my nose and it was all over my nose like this, and I had no idea. And then I played pickleball, and I played, they had the lights on. I was playing with people, and I had a really great pickleball session. And then there was this girl there that I just met for the first time, and I was trying to like chat with her for a bit. And then I just realized when I came home at night at 10 o'clock after I took Cosmo for a WALK and all this stuff, then I came home and I realized I had this huge mark on my nose, like massive, the whole time while I was playing pickleball probably and hanging out and talking to this girl, doing all this stuff. I'm like, God, that's so, and I feel like now when I think back on it, I feel like I remember her looking at me a little bit funny, but nobody told me anything. It was so embarrassing. So yeah, 2 funny things happened back to back. Maybe it's why I had that weird dream last night, because of that embarrassment. You know what I mean? Probably. I'm pretty productive, but I haven't been as productive this summer as I would like to be. But I'm pretty productive, yeah. During the school year, I'm a machine. Maybe try to get Michael Martin on. Hold on. Let me see if it's on my list. 1 second. I feel like it is. No, it's not on my list. Okay, wait, who is Mike Martin? Been watching for a few months, but this is the first live. Caught you live. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Where in the world are you located? Pink, you are the hardest working guy on this topic right now. No joke. Hey, I take that as a compliment. I'm on the grind. My dog's tail is wagging for no reason right now. I don't know what he's looking at. He's so funny. Man, have you heard about the YouTube channel for? Yes, people have told me a million times I need to start watching it. I need to start checking it out. It's focused on NDEs in a way that you will like. I know people keep telling me that. Huge mark on nose, no problem. Prob seen weirder in yeah, maybe. That's probably true. Okay. If folks like you with spinach in your teeth, then if folks like, yeah, that's true. That's true. I tell people when I see stuff in their teeth all the time, because I'm like, I would want to know. Now, the thing is, they might have thought that stuff on my nose was like a skin problem or something, and they didn't want to say anything. That is possible. So that's the issue. That's exactly why you had the yeah. I think so too. Oh my God. Hey, Missouri. Somebody else is from Missouri. In my stream on Tuesday, I think Kansas City, Missouri, or something. They were from. He knows how to spell. Oh, he heard you say no, not yet. He will learn. I'm sure he will learn. But so far, he doesn't freak out when I do it like spelling. Linicons. It's crazy. What did you guys think of the quantum healing video that I made last night? It's not getting like a crazy amount of views. I thought it was lit. I actually reached out to them, but they have not responded yet. Let me see. Did they respond? Nope. Oh, they responded 43 minutes ago. Yay. Okay, wait. Let's see. Again, I'm not going to read the whole thing because send it to me. Private message, but hold on. Let me see. So cool. They saw the video that I did about them. They said they like the commentary. Yes. They're going to connect with me. We're going to do a quantum connect. Yes. Yes. We're in. Amazing. I'm going to respond to them. Yes, I'm going to have these. I'm finally going to do quantum healing, guys. People said that to me on the channel a while ago. I'm so excited. Okay. Here is my email for the Pink Tourmaline channel. Okay, hold on. I wonder if she's on the stream right now. Okay. This is Tina. Pink Tourmaline. gmail.com. Okay. I'll sign up immediately once you send over the details. So cool. Oh my God. This is amazing. So now we're going to get Tina and Karen, who I made that video about last night. We're going to be interviewing them soon. We are on it, ladies and gentlemen. Man, I'm enjoying your work very much. Please don't stop it. You're touching very important aspects of this. Great to say. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. This channel right now is the most important thing in my life. It is obviously I have my business and wait, hold on. I always have to think about my family, my dog, and my business and so many other things. Okay, but like, how do I put it? This channel is the thing that I'm feeling like the strongest passion about, if that makes sense, where I'm thinking about it all the time. And because this is connecting with something I feel like I've always been here to do, which is this is the biggest issue on the planet, right? Everything else I've done has been important in the world of, oh, you're an attorney. I used to be a patent attorney. You're doing this education stuff, working with kids, very important in mathematics. But the one biggest thing that we can focus on is what the heck is this? What is this whole thing that we're in? As opposed to just, hey, like, let's help people live better lives and all that stuff. Wait, what is life? What is beyond life? What are we trying to do? This is the big question. And now I'm finally getting to do something that contributes to answering this, figuring this stuff out, helping people really get to where they need to be going. So I am beyond motivated and passionate about this project and this channel and everything that I'm learning. This is it. So yeah, I will not be stopping. Loved it. Just listen to that one today. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Leo Lotus. Yes, that was an interesting video. I was wondering if you sleep. Yeah, I didn't sleep well last night. I was up till 2:30 in the morning. Because I also did a video for my MMA channel as well. Because, yeah, I did this and then I did the MMA one. But this one, it took me like 2.5 hours to make that video. Of course, I listened to Jason Giorgiani. I love Jason Giorgiani. I made a video about his book, Thenosis. Actually, I need to reach out to him. Interviewing him would be so sick. I don't know if I'm big enough, though, yet. Farsight remote viewing is a psyop. I used to love them, but unfortunately... I mean, what do you mean when you say they're a psyop? Exactly. Do you mean they're getting stuff wrong? Do you mean they've been commandeered by negative people? Like, what do you mean exactly? I like Farsight, but they promote the Galactic Federation. They say that they're good ETs. There might be, though. There's good people. Why couldn't there be good ETs? That being said, it doesn't mean that we need to trust any entities, because if there's this chance that you could still be deceived, I think that where I'm at right now is that we need to trust ourselves and we need to look inwards, because we can trust ourselves, and otherwise there's a chance that we can be deceived and confused again. But to say that, to speak in absolutes, that every this or every that or every whatever is all negative and deceptive, that it doesn't really make sense. This is the biggest issue. You're right. Yes, exactly. This is it. We are on it. We are on it. We should all feel this way. We should all feel proud that we're in this community and that we're trying to chase down and answer this massive question that most people don't even think about. And they think it's stupid that we're trying to answer. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Jay agrees. Podcast Souls in the Simulation was where I watched Mike Martin. It just came on my feed. Got it. Thank you, Bella. So amazing that you can help us hold the subject. It is the most important. I agree, Linda Collins. Jason Giordani's peak. Yes. I can't find real life people interested in this stuff. I know. Well, when I went to Monroe, though, I did find people that are, but that's the only place where I did. Follow your passion, never work a day in your life. Well, right on. I mean, I'm passionate about my education business. I'm passionate about tutoring and educational content. Like, that's really fun for me too. But this is peak for me. It's like, it's just when you feel like you're researching and studying and going into things that you can't think of a bigger thing to focus on. It feels pretty good. I'm new to the channel, but a big fan now. Hey, welcome and thank you for participating and being a part of the channel. And thank you everybody in the chat for just joining the live chats and making the live chats what they are. Because obviously, if it wasn't for you guys, I'd just be sitting here looking at the screen. I obviously plan roughly what I want to talk about, but really it's more about engaging with all of you. And so watching the videos and all that stuff and giving me support that way and subscribing is amazing. But showing up here and engaging with me in the community is awesome. Oh, by the way, somebody asked me a while ago to start a Discord channel. Is that something that you guys would like? A Discord where you guys can come on and interact with each other when we're not doing live streams? Because I can do that. I did it for my Scale Learning channel. I can do it today or tomorrow, or this weekend. Maybe not tonight, but I can do it this weekend. Courtney has a pretty wild story. Yeah, I mean, I want to listen to it. I want to talk to him. If he's willing to talk to me, it'd be amazing. So true, Shannon Paul. Why so grateful for this channel and all you folks. Cordy Brown has ET children. I didn't know. I don't know any of this, but I'd love to have a conversation. Farsight being aside, I mean, they put you to still hope in politicians to wait for salvation. Well, I did not know all this, but I'm still willing to have a conversation with them and see for myself, or maybe I need to research them more first. But I don't know. I just know that they're into remote viewing, and a lot of people listen to their data from remote viewing. So I'll reserve my judgment. I started meditating 2 years now. Amazing. Oh, Monroe course, legend. I'm going to give your channel a plug in the spiritual community I'm a member of. Probably add a few. Hey, thank you. I really appreciate that, DSC. Thank you so much. Maria says, yes, please, Discord. That would be cool, Leo Lotus says. You are the only one who really interacts with the chat. When you say the only one, you mean compared to other people in this community or in general on YouTube? I started watching you a month ago. Great interviews. First time on the live stream. Great channel. Thank you, Piotr. Oh, Piotr. There's a guy named Piotr Jan in the UFC. Great channel. Well, welcome to the live stream and welcome to the community. We got a great group of people here. Thanks. Like I said, no live people. Thank you. Got to go walk a neighbor's dog. Okay, cool. What kind of dog, Shannon? But yeah, go ahead, do your thing. Absolutely, a combo can't hurt. Yes. Have you digged into the Nag Hammadi text? I mean, I made one video on the Apocryphon of John, but that's it. I need to do more videos. Having David Icahn would be epic. I agree. Yes, Paul Willis says Discord can be nice with the right people. And we got really good people in here, I feel like. Like I said, I like Farsight, but it seems like anyone banking on the Galactic Federation could be deceived. Farsight seems legit, but I'm suspicious. I think we should always be suspicious. That's all good. And I think, but it doesn't mean we have to shut people out necessarily. Sub, dude. Howdy. I think you're saying Howdy. Yeah, Howdy is great, dude. I can't wait for Howdie Mickoski. I cannot wait. A boxer puggle. Ooh, interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, if you guys have been around here for any time at all, really, you know I love dogs. So just curious. Wait, really? Apocalypse of Adam? Hold on. Let me go get it right now. It's on my desk. 1 second. We're on my big conference table. Whoa. Do. Okay. God, I feel like I'm moving so slowly. I think I've been playing too much pickleball, or I don't know what it is, but I'm just walking so slowly. My muscles are tight in my legs. Okay. Take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. The key is bringing open to all the theories. Yeah, I agree. How do you get to the? I know everything stays here in regards to the story except the observer. Okay. Apocalypse of. You mean apocryphon of Adam or apocalypse of Adam? Hold on. There's the revelation of Adam. Hold on. Yeah, so it's the I don't see it. Hold on. But that doesn't make sense that there'd be a title that said Apocalypse of Adam. Because it would be like apocryphon means secret book of Adam, revelation, like the revelation of Adam. But an apocalypse is like the ending or something. Weird. What's the definition of apocalypse? I don't think it would be apocalypse. Yeah, it's the ending or destruction of a world. So you wouldn't have an apocalypse of, you know what I mean? It would be Adam on the apocalypse or the apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me Google it. Wait, no, it is. There is something I think I'm wrong. The Apocalypse of Adam is an ancient Sethian Gnostic text. No, you're right. Wait. Apocalypse of Adam, not my text. Is it also called Revelation? Because I didn't see it in the book. Hold on. Yeah, it's sometimes referred to as the Revelation of Adam. So in my version, it's called the Revelation of Adam. Okay, so 343. How long is it? 14 pages. Here it is. Talks about Noah and the flood. The 400,000. The creator sends fire. Creation of those people's rescued. Illuminator knowledge comes. Illuminator. Okay. I'll check it out in detail. Obviously not on the stream, but cool. I don't know when, but I will. Thank you for letting me know about that. Okay. Ooh, I missed a lot of comments. Man, can you please share what are your main points that you will try to remember after death? For instance, not going into the light. Well, I don't know if I should share that right now because I'm still figuring so many things out. I still feel like I'm learning. Okay, well, right now, what I would say is, from what I've gathered, don't go into the light, but a lot of the pieces of the puzzle is raising your vibration. Not vibration, misspoke. Raising your level of consciousness, as Lena and Karen talked about in that video, and getting to that point where you can then basically take a quantum leap directly out of the matrix. So, and preparing yourself by letting go of a lot of the trauma and pain and negativity in your life, lightening your load so it's easier to navigate out. So I would think a lot of these things, I don't even think you're going to get to the point of having to take a life review if you do it correctly, is what it seems to me right now. You should definitely interview Courtney Brown. Yes. No apocalypse. Yeah, you were right. You were right, Eddie. Sorry about that. I have the revelation of Adam. Yeah, it's the revelation of Adam. It's the same thing. It's in the Nag Hammadi. Isn't it an old Greek word for chaos, not necessarily ending? Let me see. I just Googled it or looked it up. An event involving, the second definition is an event involving destruction or damage on an awesome or catastrophic scale. Oh, yeah. The old Greek word means to uncover or lift a veil, not chaos. Yeah. That's right. That's the old definition. It's turned into this, but that's actually a funny thing within the Gnostic context. It's not the destruction; it's the lifting of the veil. Basically, like, oh, now I see what I was in. Much more interesting way of describing the apocalypse, quote unquote, when in terms of the way that we look at the world. Yeah, you're right. It's in the Gnostic text. Hey, I had a sleep paralysis when I was a kid, froze up beneath the real empty robe, hood float. Whoa, a hooded figure. Yeah. Well, maybe not even feeding on your loosh, but just coming in to monitor you for whatever reason. Apocalypse actually doesn't mean distraction. Codex 5. This is my last time, brother. It's you too. Fifth, final tractate, not destruction. This is my last time, brother. Is it yours too? My Myth of Adapa is also worthy to check out. Definitely last time. Hypostasis of the Archons is current. Sorry, brother. It does mean disaster. No life review, bypass at all costs. Maria says, Jack of no trades, maybe not an archon. Sounds like a parasite, spiritual parasite. Vampire beings from the astral who feed off your energy. Look into it. Okay, parasite. Interesting. Yes, that's what I thought. All right. Let me see how we're doing on the likes. Do. We have, all right, guys, we have 24 likes, but we have 56 people in the chat. So if you guys could click that like button, I'd really appreciate it. Try and get those likes up to around the number of people that are in here. That'd be great. It just always helps to push out the stream, push out the channel, the engagement makes things easier. So if you could click that like button real quick, I'd really appreciate it. What's your most intriguing question for Howdie? I don't really know yet. I usually like to get up early before the day of an interview and then frame everything out and roughly plan it out. I don't know. I've got to go through my videos on his 2 books that I've read as well. So we're going to go through all of that. Hey, look at this. A donation or a gift, 800 jewels, turn it up. Wait, what is this exactly? What are jewels? I've never gotten jewels before. Thank you, though. Either way, Jack of no trades. Wait, let me see. What are 800 jewels gift on YouTube mean? What does that mean exactly? 800 jewels to buy and send an animated virtual gift. Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. So it's jewels are like a form of currency on YouTube. I didn't know. I never seen it before. Thank you. Certainly, if you do get sucked into the light, do not eat or drink anything offered to you. I'm one of the 24s. Let's go. Thank you, Missy. Or sit in healing waters. Yes. I want jewels. Yeah, no. Me too. No idea. Yep. Anne Marie Uber's on my list as well. Already have pearls, don't need jewels. Let's go. I got the best jewel, the best crystal in the game, Pink Tourmaline. Yes. I did see that video. I talked about it. Oh, no. I didn't talk about it with you guys. I think you're talking about this video. Hold on. It wasn't exactly false infiltrators. It was people not going deep enough, I think is the here. I'll tell you why I'm laughing in a second. I believe you are referring to this video. I love Tony too. And I'm going to tell you the full story in a second of what happened because I actually reached out to him about this video. So I'm going to play a little bit of it. And I had a pretty strong feeling that he made this part, not completely about me, but partially about me. So you judge for yourself.
We're one of the only social media agencies that guarantees 1 million views or you don't even pay. But honestly, that is just kind of what we say.
Guys, I hope you're doing really well. So this is a really spontaneous video. I've woken up, it's just gone 1 a.m. here. and I can't get to sleep, right? I can't get to sleep. I've got something on my mind, and it's not going to let me sleep until I, get it out there. So this is why I'm here. This is why I'm looking a bit rough. But it's to do with people's attention, discernment, really misunderstanding or not really fully grasping and understanding the level of deception and infiltration that goes on in this reality. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people waking up, which is good. But I feel like the discernment is not there with them yet. And they're becoming like, in a way, although their intentions are good, they're becoming like useful idiots, right? So they're then pushing other people that are dangerous. And I'm seeing this go on more and more because, when you've been doing this for a while, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect or, I get everything right or anything like that, but 15 years into this, you learn to realize, wow, the infiltration and the deception and the manipulation is huge. It is huge, and it should never be underestimated or passed off or dismissed in the way that I'm seeing some people dismissing this stuff.
All right. So that's just the little clip. And I saw this, obviously, went right after he posted it. And I reached out to him on Instagram because we've chatted, and he's actually been really helpful in terms of helping me think about what type of content to make or where to look. And he's the one that connected me with Howdie Mickoski, actually. So the interview that's happening tomorrow is because of Tony. So he's been really, really great. And I'll also say that honestly, I've been worried that he might one day, because I have been worried that he talks about this idea of like giving 95% truth, and then there's a rug pull, which I totally get. But that made me worried that, like, hey, maybe one day he's going to start not liking me, or basically saying that I'm part of the problem or something like that, because, and where I'm just trying to do my best, but then maybe, I have somebody on that he disagrees with, or I push, or I present an idea, not push an idea, but present an idea that is wrong, but I'm trying to do my best. And then now I'm part of the problem. And so I was like, I've had this fear for a while, because I know, like, Tony draws really like harsh lines in the sand for people based on certain things. And I'm not saying he's right or wrong on that front. I don't know, and I think it's great that we have somebody as skeptical as Tony, who's really trying to use his discernment to really weed out the people that are trying to push and further the cause and those who aren't. I think it's all phenomenal, but that just became a personal paranoia of mine. I don't know, for maybe like the last month or something. I was like, man, I hope that doesn't happen. He doesn't eventually put me in that camp, because I'm really just trying to do my best. I hope I don't make mistakes, but I know I'm going to make mistakes. Like, I know I'm going to make mistakes. Anyways, so I saw the video and I was kind of bummed out by watching it, because I felt like it was at least partially directed towards the stuff that I was doing, interviewing Isabella Green and all that. So I reached out to him, and he was super cool about it. He got back to me pretty much right away and said that it wasn't directed exactly at me, but I think I was maybe one of the people on his mind, possibly, which is totally fine. I want him to be honest. Like, I don't want him to just not say anything to me if he feels that way. But yeah, he just reiterated his point that we have to be really, really careful, which I agree. And yes, the deception is probably quite intricate, and otherwise, how would it be fooling all of us, and even myself and Tony probably included at one point in time, right? So, and maybe we're still deceived in different ways. Like, it is really complex. So, I mean, he makes a good point about that. And then he encouraged me to do some digging and researching on numerology, symbology, like different ways that people can slide in or sneak in these sort of nefarious messages. And yeah, so anyways, we talked about it. My point is, you asked if I saw the video. I did see the video, and I did kind of think maybe it was slightly directed at me, but it is what it is. We talked about it, and it's all good. So Tony needs happy juice. I don't know if I get what you're saying. I think that's more the type of content that he's making is the way he goes about breaking down. He doesn't actually strike me as an unhappy guy. I feel like I think that's more the direction of his criticism and commentary has taken that slant. So maybe that's just what you're seeing in the videos. But listen, he's been banging on the glass window for so long. I think it's pulled him down, but I like the dude. Yeah. He's been, how long has he been doing this? I wonder if I can see when his channel began. Let's see. Damn. He started his channel in 2015. So 11 years on YouTube. And that's just YouTube stuff. Tony deserves all our respect. I understand his points, and he is maybe right about he is maybe right about Kundalini chakras. Right. I am definitely right about the level of infiltration deception in this realm. Yeah. I want to learn more about the Kundalini stuff because I just don't know enough. So I'm going to research it. Who cares what he says about you? I mean, ultimately, yeah, like if somebody is coming after me, I mean, what am I going to do? I have to drop it, but I would rather not be. I don't want people like if I didn't respect Tony, then yeah, I wouldn't care. But the fact that I respect him, yeah, I would prefer him not to think negatively about me. But yeah, ultimately I have to do what I believe is right and just kind of keep going. So you are correct on that. You're an amazing man, my brother. Congratulations. Thank you for humble intelligence you represent it. Thank you, man. Thank you so last time. I appreciate it. I'm really trying my hardest. It's hard to admit when you've been deceived. Yes, it is. For me too. 100% for all of us. The bottom line is no one knows anything about what happens after we die. There's been nothing of value. No one knows anything about what happens when we die. I mean, I disagree with that. But that, dude, that's the type of thing that I don't agree with. I think that that's like the attitude of most people. Yeah, you're never going to figure anything out. There's no concrete information out there. There's so much stuff that's out there. There's so much good information that we can learn from and study. No, I really don't disagree. I mean, if I agreed with you, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. But hey, your opinion is your opinion. All good. Your Pink Tourmaline. Who cares what anyone else says? I support you on this journey. Oh, thank you, Michael. I appreciate you. I watched his video about Isabella's energy really turned me off. Who is he? He doesn't know everything. And who is he to turn people away from others? Everyone is on their own path. Everyone is on their own path. Yeah, but see, I don't think I get what you're saying. I don't think Tony's not doing it from a negative place. He's like trying to do it more as a protective measure, I think. So I don't begrudge him for having the way he goes about it. You get what I'm saying? I try to look at people's intention, and to me, as long as we're trying to be truthful, we don't have some like weird ulterior motive, then yeah, but I mean, by definition, we're imperfect. We're going to have limited senses. We're going to make mistakes, but it's the intention that is, and the aim to be truthful. We can't always be perfectly truthful just because we could be deceived. I made that point in the video yesterday. Even the souls and entities in the astral that might be our quote unquote guides, they might think in their truest form that they are guiding us correctly. They might not be. It might be a compartmentalized system, just like we have in the government, where somebody's like, hey, this is your role. They're like, cool, I'm doing my role. And I was told I'm doing good things for humanity. Whereas they may not be, but they're told that. And they're just told to do one little thing. And according to that, right, they don't really know. So like when somebody asks, are you doing good for the world? Yes, I am. They're not lying. They believe that. And that can also make things even trickier. You stand for truth. Don't let fear of yardstick to measure yourself by. We have to knock on many doors. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. We do have to knock on many doors, and we have to try. We have to, like, because I still don't know. There's still so many things that I'm trying to figure out. Tony, chakra removal is bad juju. People are complaining. I don't know anything about a chakra removal. Yardstick. Yeah, I knew you meant yardstick. I think people in this field after time get bitter because it's spinning your wheels. I disagree. I really prefer your channel over Tony's because of your approach. You're very open-minded and positive. Well, thank you. Thank you, Missy, and welcome. I'm so glad to have you as well. Please ask Howdie about the World Fair's Tartaria. He is amazing in his research. People keep mentioning Tartaria. I feel like I need to look that up more. What is your opinion on the soul pod theory? One person said they read a story on Reddit of someone saying they had a vivid dream about waking up. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you my thoughts right now. There are multiple accounts. Excuse me. There are multiple accounts of this idea of base reality and us being on a base Earth in a pod or soul pod and then being projected here. In fact, I think Tina and Karen talk about this as well. I want to ask them about that. Intuitive Underground remote viewed this facility. And it's a weird idea. It's really weird. It's kind of scary. It's kind of unpleasant. I don't want to believe it. That doesn't mean I shouldn't believe it. But then Insights with Tony said something really interesting to me. Who's had tons of OBs and been all over the place in the astral. He thinks that the soul pods are another level of deception. How many levels of deception do we have? I know, but he thinks it's another level of deception, meaning that these facilities where they show these pods and they show people, oh, hey, they're waking up, go back to sleep, or, oh, this is really, you're projecting into this reality. That's just in the astral, and those bodies aren't us. We are us, but they just make us think that that's us to make us think we're deeper enmeshed or entrapped within a system, like a more complex system than we really are. That's what Tony thinks. I kind of hope it's true, but I don't know. So which one do I stand with right now? Actually, I don't really know. I got way more to learn on that front. The being said, he's waking up, stop him. Right. The thing I hear Tony says is that this place sucks. It's not that happy. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. But I mean, this. Yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying, but it does suck for like most people on the planet. So if he's saying it that way, I think there's truth to that. I don't know how exactly he's saying it, but I think it's great. We're asking questions. We'd all like to know what's going on. Stories, people. Well, then why do anything? Like, why do anything if you're going to take that standpoint? What you might say that scientific endeavors, well, those are provable, and we can actually get something out of them. I think with these, if we dig deep enough and push hard enough, I think it's just maybe a different type of proof or evidence. It's like we're trying to so many people dismiss these types of things that we're researching or studying because they don't fit into like the neat, nice boxes that we normally quote unquote require for different scientific studies of physical evidence of things like that. This is not going to exist in these areas of study. In fact, maybe it does exist, but maybe those types of evidentiary pieces, data pieces, physical pieces are taken and hidden. We have to, again, remember what we're up against. This is the biggest real secret or conspiracy that's out there, and it's the most essential one to the entire system, to the integrity of the system. So they're going to defend it and hide it with everything they got. Like Metatron, thank you for your support. I really appreciate you being in here and voicing your opinions, but I just feel like this is just not the right mentality for us, especially with the biggest issue. You're basically by this type of stuff that you're saying, you're discouraging people from going down this path just because it seems incredibly hard or not the type of things that we're accustomed to seeing when we call it quote unquote evidence. Like we got to get out of that mindset because that's just holding us back for what? Like, and maybe some of these things are going to be wrong that we're looking into or researching, but I think there's going to be a lot of truth in the overlaps into connecting the dots between different scriptures and different writings that seem to correspond and correlate with each other. Like it's not I just really don't think that's the right way to look at it. I think it's how most people do look at it, unfortunately. So I'm happy to have your thoughts here, but yeah. Do you think rumored med beds supposedly coming soon are part of Matrix upgrade? I don't know what med beds are. What are they? Apparently, Russia has released files on Tartaria. Oh, still need to know more about it. Tony has no proof of anything. He's saying he's like all of us, watch a bunch of videos and wants to come online and claim he's sovereign when he passes. Well, we all are kind of reading books and watching videos and piecing things together. Are you saying you have a problem with Tony because he draws such a hard line in the sand on certain things, or Tartaria is just one example of manipulated history? Jojo Mister says, I don't still need to know more about Tartaria. I get you probably thinks he's protecting us, but when someone vehemently tries to discredit others to that extent, it's kind of I get what you're saying. I see. Superman, there was a woman who commented on Jeff Maher's video on Soul Pod. She said that she's believed that people from Soul Pods are genetically engineered people who are not from Source. Interesting. Not everyone is going to think the same. We have same worldview. Doesn't simply imply nefariousness or psyop. People can be wrong. Yeah, that's what I feel, Maria. I'm with you. Not saying to trust everyone, must discern, but we can still learn from each other. Man, I suggest you read the entire questions because most of the time people are not seeing YouTube video, just listening. Oh, so I suggest you read the entire question text. What do you mean exactly? Do you mean in the comments that I'm reading right now? More text, more slowly. I mean, I'm trying. If you're saying, but the comments are coming in, but there's so many. I'm trying my best, dude. Otherwise, I get really behind, and then I can't even say anything. Jay, I love your question about the med beds. Let's be honest. If there was an all good force, it would have taken us out of here a long time ago. Yeah, but what if we are that all good force and we don't even realize? And so it's us that need to take us out of here. Food for thought. Med beds are what they use in the super soldier program to rego body parts, can bring people back to life after they die. Oh, interesting. I never heard of this. What? I've heard about med beds 15 years ago. They are new age BS. Oh, if Tony knows the answers to the universe, then maybe he should show us how to escape the matrix like he did. Oops, he hasn't. He's in the delusional world. Like, yeah. But I mean, that's kind of, we're all in that same boat. We're just trying our best. I don't think Tony, even if Tony himself, I don't think claims that or tries to act like he has all the answers. Yeah, I think he's trying to figure this stuff out just like the rest of us. So Jason from Iraq is a smart guy, but when it comes to Tartaria phenomena, he's misleading. Oh, interesting. A lot of Galactic Federation Alliance, a lot of essentially people talk about med beds that will heal our bodies, de-age us. They keep saying they're coming soon. Okay. Never heard of this. I'm just saying I've been following and looking into all these conspiracies for years. Something real comes out, like Epstein, nothing happens, life goes on. I like your channel, by the way. Thank you, Metatron. Appreciate you. In regards to the Russian comment, medved means one who knows where the honey is. In other words, it means bear. Yes, in the comments, please read them more slowly. Hee. It will help people understand better your videos when just listening. Yeah, like, I mean, dude, I'm doing my best. If I read them more slowly and then they build up, then I can't say anything or interact with people like I'm doing right now. I'm just reading, and it's exhausting. I mean, I feel like I do a pretty good job of trying to make everybody feel heard and have their comments read as of now, because it's still at a pace. Like one day, maybe it'll get so crazy I can't do it, but I'm trying my best. I don't think the med beds are BS. I've heard too many people who talk about experiencing them. Med beds use light tech. We are taking ourselves out of here right now. What do you mean by that? Taking ourselves out of here. Med beds regenerate cells. So are med beds ancient tech? Are they new tech? What exactly are they? I used to believe in Tartaria, but the debunking of it is more convincing than evidence for it. It's good to know both sides because it's fascinating, but utterly unconvincing. It's ET tech, Paul Wall says. Where do ETs fit the soul trap? Are the ETs also pulled into the soul trap and forced to reincarnate? Is it only us Earth Puds that have to reincarnate? Yeah, I don't know. It's a great question. It's a great question. Like the reptilians, for example. Yeah, maybe they're given bodies that because they're kind of more on the inside that don't age the same way and that can kind of live indefinitely, and that they don't have the telomeres that decay. But I don't know. That could be right. That could be wrong. But it would make sense. I think one of the reasons why did I say telomeres? Telomeres is what I meant. But one reason why maybe the telomeres were shortened and our lifespan is the way it is so that we don't learn so much, so that we start waking up. It's like our lifespans are shortened intentionally. So then by that logic, if these other peoples are more agents of the Matrix, yeah, maybe they have longer lives based on what they're doing exactly here. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate you. Supposedly old alien tech given to us after Roswell. Oh, wild. Again, you know what it could be? It could be technology that's used by the super elite. Once again, those that are acting as agents for the system, that would make sense. Why would it be given to the rest of the public then? It wouldn't make sense. In 2010 or 2011, during the Ascension hype, the med beds will come soon. But who? If they are not BS, when is soon? Yeah, but who are saying that? It wouldn't make sense to me that they'd be coming soon. At least based on the framework that we've been discussing. I think our minds would pop if we truly knew everything. Let's just be open and learn to trust your instincts. It's really the only thing you can trust. The military have used med beds for decades, you think? Tartaria is cover for ET tech and the prime reality we were taken from. Where did you hear about the soul trap for the first time? I also came from the New Age Deception. I heard about it from David Icke. It's on the channel. You'll see. Like, if you watch my old videos, I almost don't want you to watch them because they're kind of funny now. But I left them all up so you can watch them. And you hear me talking about NDEs and saying how, man, this message, it makes sense, and that message. And then I came across a David Icke video, and to my surprise, because I knew who David Icke was, but I was always talking about ETs and reptilians. I didn't know he talked about NDEs, and then he talked about NDEs in the video, but he wasn't talking about them positively, and I was shocked. I was like, what? NDEs are ultimate truth, and they give us so much hope, and they're amazing. And then he said that, yeah, they're just a big simulation and part of a massive AI, and they just trick us into coming back and get us a memory wipe. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. And so I made a video saying, I'm not sure I agree with this. I don't see that, because the NDEs, they tell you all positive things. They talk about love. If they were not, if they were actually have a nefarious purpose, why would they be giving us these messages of positivity to bring back? So that's the first video I made about the topic, and people lit me up in the comments. They're like, you got to research Gnosticism. You got to look into this, that, the other. And that's what began this road turn. I think the reps and grays are definitely agents of the reptilians, and the grays are agents of the Matrix. Bella eloquently said, weird the thought, but about the Stockholm Syndrome video. The serpent Lucifer waking up Adam and Eve makes me wonder if angels are part of the construct. Maybe the fallen angels were trying to wake us. I mean, certainly they could be. I think people have talked about archons appearing as angels. I mean, again, if there truly are real angels that are out there, why wouldn't the archons try and create a simulated angel? Or it's just another way to, maybe all angels aren't even, there's no such thing as angels, and it's just a way that they present themselves to make us feel loved and, oh, they're beautiful, and, you know. Exactly. I think the med beds are military, for the military elites. If we had med beds, we wouldn't need hospitals, so they wouldn't allow it. Yeah, agreed. You know what's popular and actually works? It's kind of different. Peptides. Oh, I love peptides. Yeah. DJT talks about med beds. What's DJT? JP has used them too. Who's JP? Sorry, I'm not getting the abbreviations. I heard they have super soldiers. Also, I've heard about super soldiers. He talks about it on his channel. Yep, I think military industrial complex probably. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they do in the very, very upper levels. Yeah, like if you think med beds, I think med beds might be out for the super elite or certain super soldiers, and is kept very on the DL, but probably not to mainstream military members. Thanks, Maria. Angels are definitely part of the Matrix. Don't trust angels. Yeah, you're probably right. Sorry, I don't believe JP. He's a decent guy, but no. Hi from Oz. Wait. Oz meaning, what is Oz? Wait. OZ. Why am my brain so slow right now? Oh, Australia? Please take note of the YouTube channel, The Overwatch Project. I think that's on my list as well. Oh, got it. That's who DP is. Trump. Okay, understood. Do you think there have been many resets when humanity gets closer to awareness? Yeah, it sounds like there have been. A lot of people have talked about that. That would make sense. When you look back at civilizations that just disappeared, yeah. Yeah, that seems to be plausible to me. JP is a military whistleblower. Oh, got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Overwatch Project is cool. Have you managed to successfully have an OBE? Not yet. Still trying. Guys, I'm about to log off. My voice is getting really tired. Angels are a part of the construct. Bibles, Jesus, angels, guides, ascended masters, all the matrix. They're all mind parasites. It seems like Trump is using med beds because where does he get his energy to golf and tweet and eat Big Macs all day? Yeah, but he doesn't look younger, though. But maybe. But I don't think the presidents or the politicians are anywhere close to the inside. Not anywhere close. I feel like if you're a public figure, you're like Elon Musk or these other figures, you're not on the inside. I don't think you could be. I think it'd be too dangerous to bring them on the inside. I think you're on the peripheral and you think you're on but they probably make you think you're on the inside, but you're not. Oh, you said is it the vid about the Gnostics, the 2 hour and 40-minute video, Paul? Okay, guys, if you're on here, last thing as we log off, if you haven't hit that like button, we got 46 likes and 68 people watching. If you haven't hit that like button, please consider clicking the like button before we close out the stream. Really appreciate it. Like I said, it helps grow the channel. It helps push the content, helps everything grow. So I'd really, really appreciate it as we continue forward and upwards and onwards on this mission to inform and share information to the best of our ability. So I'd really appreciate it if you could click that like button. That's funny. Would explain this crazy orange skin. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Got it. All right. I don't know when I'm going to be able to watch the whole thing, but I'll try to start watching it. Much love to you, man. Congratulations for your work. And thank you very much. You're very welcome. Your lives are so fun. Hey, thank you. Thank you for doing this. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are enjoying them. Liked already. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you. Great to catch everyone. Thanks for a great live. Get some rest. Yeah, I'm going to get some rest. I'm going to go right to sleep, I think. The fact that evil gets to have it good here and we don't speaks volumes. I hit the like button 10 times. Let's go. Hey, if that's an even number of times, it's going to end up being off. It's just, I know you don't mean that, but Jay says, thank you, or thumbs up. Jack No Trade, thumbs up. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank you, Linda. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for showing up at the earlier stream. And this will be, I think, the regular time going forward. Power off, thumbs up, and our peace symbol. Dope live stream as always. Have a good night. Thank you, Michael. Take it easy, guys. Peace.